Hi everyone, welcome to World of English with Sakshi Khanna once again in the continual session of recapping the syllabus NDA Competitive Standardized Exam. Concern English. As we are talking about the sentence correction or error spotting based question answers MCQ pattern. In order to master sentence correction or error spotting questions, you are required to be aware of the basic rules of subject-verb agreement. In today's session, you will learn about the concept of subject-verb agreement. Yes, this is today's topic. Very important and maximum errors you will get based off this concept. What is subject-verb agreement? A simple subject-verb agreement definition implies that the subject of the sentence and the verb of the sentence must be in agreement in number. So today's session contains a comprehensive list of rules that govern subject-verb agreement. Now, what do you mean by agreement? Agreement literal meaning means both the side positive cases, no negative case. So in the same way, subject as well as verb, if any difference, then disagreement. So we need to check the agreement level. We need to bring the level of the sentence to the agreement. So that is called as subject-verb agreement. It is so simple to understand. You are two partners. Okay? So both are saying the same. Then you will grow in the life. You will grow in the business. If one partner is moving toward left and one to right, then there will be crash. So in the same way, the sentence quality will not be up to that standard. Okay, so let us move to today's very important topic, subject-verb agreement. Let's move ahead. First of all, we will do the basic rules followed by the advanced. And you need to pen down all the rules on your notebooks. That's mandatory for you and strict instructions. So, first rule. Singular subjects must have singular verbs. Plural subjects take plural verb. Very simple to understand. If singular subject, definitely singular verb. Rules on subject-verb agreement. Now here I am talking about the rules, basics, advanced. Okay, basics are very clear to find. Advanced, between the lines. You need to find out your error between the lines. So be very particular. That's why I am telling you basics and advanced. You need to do the both. In the series of the rules, number 1 here we have the pronoun you. Always takes a plural verb. That we all know. Always we use plural verb with you. You were invited to come. You are asked to clean the room. You sing so well. So this is the basic rule. That is why I am telling you basic and advanced. First you need to understand the basics criteria. Afterwards we will move to the advanced. Next rule, if a sentence begins with here or there, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. Very simple to understand. If here or there, the word is being started. Now, the verb agrees with the subject which follows it. Now, there is a huge. Now, in downward, we have used is. And up, we have used are. Okay, so don't get confused. There are. There always come with are. No, it's not like that. A huge means this is the subject. Here and there are not subject. Subject is next after the verb. So, we need to consider the subjects. The subject in first sentence, the vase, and subject in second sentence, a huge gap. Okay, I hope you understood what I want to say, that we need to focus over the subject in the sentences which are starting with here or there. Rule number 3. If two subjects, one single and one plural, are connected by either or, neither nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Okay, you know that either or, neither nor are the paired conjunctions. Okay, so here we will focus over the nearer subject. Neither the players nor the coach is joining. Either the conductor or the singers are attending the concert. We need to focus over the nearer subject. The verb agrees with the nearer subject. Now, verb is agreed here. The coach is and the singers are so simple to understand. Number 4 here, a singular subject followed by intervening words or phrases such as with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, and no less than takes a singular verb all the time. I explained you this many times. For example, Jack, accompanied by his sisters, is enrolling in PCC. Daddy, as well as my brothers, is enjoying the party. Now, as well as, in addition to, these words are clue. Okay, you need to be focused over the clue so that you will understand that here only singular subject, singular, maybe the plural subjects are, but we will give singular verb only. Rule number 5 here, singular subjects joined by an require a plural verb except when they mean one thing. When things are different, then they use plural verb. When things are same, then singular verb. Look at that. Larry and Mercy are reading novels. My teacher and friend is here. My teacher is my friend as well. So, one person showing two characters, friend as well as teacher, is here. That's why we have given is. Now, if you will see and you will change is into are, the sentence will not be in the correct form. Number 6, two singular subjects joined by either or, neither nor, take a singular verb. When two singular subjects means either mommy or daddy is coming with me at the outbound. This you all know and you are doing the same. Neither Freddy nor drugs is waiting for you. We are getting the sense, the context of the sentence while just reading, and you can catch the error so fast. Rule number 7. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase containing a plural noun, the verb is singular. Very simple to understand. One of the boys. If a singular subject is followed by a phrase, one of the boys is, one of the members, one of the countries, means what? Even though we are talking about the plural, but verb will be is only because we are pointing out individual. One of the boys. Okay? The indefinite pronouns several, few, both, many, others are always plural. When we are using indefinite pronouns like several, few, both, many, others, always plural verb. Look at the sentences to understand. Both were asking to be freed. Several are seeking justice. Number 9. The indefinite pronouns some, most, all, none are singular or plural according to the meaning of the sentence. Now here the expertise are giving you clue. You need to understand. You need to find out the context. The context you will get when you will read the sentence repeatedly. Okay, and you will catch the meaning. You will go closer to the error section. Now the indefinite pronouns like some, most, all, none have singular verbs as well, plural. Depend upon the context of the sentence. Some of the girls were absent. Some of the ice cream is left. Now, girls here itself plural, then definitely we will give plural verb. And some of the ice cream, no S. Then is will come. So simple to understand. Rule number 10. When any of the following, let me make little broad for you people. Yes. When any of the following indefinite pronoun is the subject, the verb is singular. Everybody, each, no one, another, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, either, neither, everyone, somebody, someone. So these are the clue words for you which always come with the singular verb. Look at the example. Every man and woman in this hall is a member. see these words, everybody, individual, each, individual, no one, no person, another, one, anybody, nobody, every, nothing, everything, anyone, everything is visible. Everything is visible. We say everything means all the things, but we will give is only. If we will write everything are visible, then it will go wrong. In the same context, you need to understand the sentence. Moving ahead with the next set of rules. Expressions of time, money, weight and distance are singular even if the form is plural. Always time unit, monetary based, weight, distances are singular even if the form is plural, more than one, then also singular. 2 years is a long time, even though we are talk about 100 years is long time. $1 million was given back to the owner. Was. Now see the clue here. Always remember money, time, weight and distance. It will always have some digit. 2 years, 1 million. Then why to need add? There is a requirement of adding plural form. It's understood. 2 years we are knowing that more than one. $1 million, very big amount. So there is no requirement of adding plural verb. Already it is showing because it has started with the digit itself. Number 12. When the amount of money refers to separate units, the verb is plural. Now, when the amount of money refers to separate units, 25 centavo coins were found. 100 peso bills were added to the budget. Different units. Money refers to separate units. Okay, like pesa. Okay, like cents. Okay, cents. Cents, the smallest portion of the dollars. Kind of. I have no good knowledge of these all breakup of monetary terms. Okay, so I may be wrong, but as I know that cent is the smallest unit of dollar. Number 13 here. The following words are always plural: pants, trousers, pliers, scissors, shears, tongs. However, if the word pair is used, the verb is singular. A pair of scissors. A pair of scissors. Scissors itself we are adding s. The pants are torn into two. When we will add pair, if the word pair is used, the verb will remain singular. In the second sentence, you can see that the pair word has been used. The pair of scissors was placed on the table. Scissors were on the table if we don't use pair. The pants are torn. Here the pants, the pair of pants or the pair of jeans is torn into two. Then is will come. But if we are removing pair, then plural verb will come. Number 14 here we have certain nouns, though plural in form, are singular in meaning and therefore take singular verbs. This you all know, nothing to explain. Mathematics is my favorite subject. The latest news is alarming to the public. You all know about this. Number 15 here. When the word is preceded by a, it takes a plural verb. Now, it's a little confusing. Focus over it. When the word is preceded by a means singular, but why we are adding plural verb? Look at down the rule properly. When it is preceded by the, it takes a singular verb. Now, when a, then plural. When the, then singular. Now see, a number of students are waiting. Now students are waiting. It's right. The number of students outside is not recorded yet. The number of students outside is not recorded yet. Fine. When with a, plural. When with the, means definite article, indefinite article. Then singular. Number 16 we have here. When fractions are used, the verb agrees with the object of the phrase. 1/2 of the cake was consumed. Cake is singular here. So simple to understand. Singular verb will come. 1/4 of the employees, employees plural here, so simple to understand, were attending the seminar. Rule number 17. These nouns may be singular or plural in meaning: athletics, genetics, politics, gymnastics, statistics. When the noun refers to an organized activity, it is singular when the noun refers to the activities of individual within a group or to varied activities. It is plural. It goes both the way, means with singular as well, plural as well. Depend upon the context of the sentence. Now I read the rule once again. When the noun refers to an organized activity, something organized activity, it is singular. Gymnastic is my hobby. Okay, is welcome. When the noun refers to the activities of individuals within a group, even though talking about the individual, but indicating the whole group, then plural will come. Now look at the example. Gymnastic is very popular among girls. The gymnastics shown in the field today were outstanding. Okay? Politics is my favorite subject. Okay? So when we are talking about the politics, dirty politics, people are playing, it should be stopped. Okay? So are will also come, is will also. Depend upon the context of the sentence. Number 18, we have the name of a country is always regarded as singular. The Bahamas has beautiful beaches. Philippines is a wondrous place. Very simple. India is a beautiful city. India is called as city of temples. Anything you can say, but always with the singular. Number 19, we have adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. The poor are to be helped. The efficient are what this country needs. There are so many adjectives which we consider used as noun. Okay, so they are considered as plural only. The poor are to be helped. The rich are to be contained. The efficient are what this country need. Adjective used as noun are considered, this we have done. Okay, collective nouns may be singular or plural depending on whether the individual members are acting individually or collectively. Again the same context. Okay, jury can have, jury is collection of the judges. Okay, jury can go with singular verb as well, plural verb. How you will differentiate? These nouns are company, group, committee, crowd, jury, flock, team. When they are talking about the whole activity, okay, then singular, and if acting individually, then plural. Look at the example, you will understand properly. The committee is against the plan, whole committee, okay, then collectively, all are together. The committee are of different opinion, means someone is saying yes, some are saying no. So different opinion, then definitely it will go with the plural. 21. In the use of mathematical expressions, the following are accepted. 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 and 3 are 10. 5 times 2 are 10. 5 minus 2 is 3. In the use of mathematical expressions, the following are accepted. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule. Depend upon if such phrases, these are the phrases. Okay, if such type of phrases are getting into the sentence, you need to understand the context of the sentence and provide the verb. Both can go, is as well as are, means singular, plural, both. You need to understand the context. 22. Titles of books, plays, articles, movies are regarded as singular even though words in the title may be plural. Very simple to understand. Titles of the book, plays, article always considered singular, plural, singular verbs even though they have plural titles as well. In dreams, begin responsibilities is a story. Great expectations, both have S and ES, showing plural subject, but we are giving singular verb. 23. Names of organizations take a singular verb when the whole organization is referred to, and a plural verb when the members are refer to. When we are talking about the member individually, then definitely plural verb. And when we are talking the group as a whole, organization, company as a whole, then singular. Look at the example. Lopez and Sons is a successful organization. Lopez and Sons are holding a 2-day annual meeting. Okay, when plural verb will be added when the members are referred to. When we talk about the members, then plural verb will be added. When we are talking about the company, Lopez and Sons is a successful organization. Both are names, okay? But in first, it is considered as organization, and second, individual personalities. That's why we are changing the verbs here. 23. Names of organizations take a singular verb. Yes, this we have done. 24 here. If a sentence begins with expletive it, the verb is always singular, even if the subject that follows the verb is plural. Now, whether we talk about the plural subject, but if the sentence starts with it will always have singular verb. Even though in the subject you see s or es. Look at the examples. It is the schools which must assume the responsibility. It is us who must take care of the environment. Both have plural subject, but we need to provide singular verb because it starts with expletive, like it is. Okay? Okay guys, now I am talking about the advanced rule of subject-verb agreement concept. What is subject-verb agreement? That you all know. In any sentence, the subject and the verb must match or agree in number. Okay, both the sides have balance structure. If the subject is singular, one person, place or thing, the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, more than one, the verb should change. The form must also be plural. Look at the example, you will understand fast. Singular, the skydiver jumps out of the airplane. The skydivers jump out of the airplane. Okay, sentence has same meaning, same words also. What is the difference between the subjects and the verb? Okay, that you need to understand. Now, verb endings, regular verbs with forms that follow standard English pattern have two forms in the present tense, one that ends in s and one that has no ending. The third person subjects he, she, it and singular nouns always use the form that ends in s. First person subjects I, second person subjects you, and plural subjects use the form with no ending. No ending. Okay, so I hope you understand what I want to say here. Verb endings. Verb has such patterns to end the word. So that he wants to say, the experts are saying regular verbs with forms that follow standard English pattern have two forms. One s, one that has no ending. So it depends upon the person as well. First, second, third person. So first, second, third person you all know. First is all about I, myself. Second person all about you, yourself. And third person all about he, she, it, they. So you need to understand all the persons because it's purely revolving around two figures. One is persons and second is number. With this illustration, you will understand what I wanted to say in my previous slide, that is verb endings. First person, I walk, definitely. We walk. Second person, you walk. Okay, no s. Third person, he, she, it walks, Joe walks, the students walk, all end in s. They walk, Joe and Alice walk, the students walk. Okay, that you understand which I wanted to say, and we are making such changes. We know that already. How can you find subject-verb agreement problems? Now, how you will find out? First, locate the subject of the sentence. You need to underline the subject of the sentence. Ask yourself who or what is the subject about. In the following sentence, what is the subject? Jeff bites his fingernails all the time. Jeff bite, fingernails, time. Now, what is the subject here? Jeff. Very simple to understand. Okay, so next step. Next, determine whether the subject refers to the first person, the second person, or the third person. Now, Jeff bites the fingernails all the time. The subject of this sentence is in the first person, second person, third person, none of the above. What is the answer? It's a third person. Jeff bites his fingernail. His is showing that it's a third person. We are talking about third person. Now, next step. Determine whether the subject is singular, one person, place or thing, or plural. Jeff bites. It's a singular, plural, none of the above, both of the above. So simple to understand. Jeff is singular person. Finally, fix the verb by matching it to the subject of the sentence. Jeff bites his fingernails all the time. So what will come? Bites, bitten, bite, none of the above. So simple to understand, bites. Okay, so this I just wanted to show you. Which verb would be correct in the following sentence? I tells him not to bite his nail. It's be. Okay, tell is here. Because with I, no ending. How can you find subject-verb agreement error? These are in the step form. Look for the 5 trouble spots that often signal a clue. Subject-verb agreement problems. The verb is a form of be, have or do. Words come between the subject and the verb. The sentence has a compound subject. The subject is an indefinite pronoun. I told you some words, some clues regarding indefinite pronouns as well. The verb comes before the subject. So these 5 steps you need to check while locating the subject-verb agreement errors. The verb is a form of be, have or do. Number 1 rule. The verbs be, have and do not follow the rules for forming singular and plural verbs. They are irregular verbs. These verbs can cause problems for writers who in conversation use the same form in all cases. He do the dreaming, they do the dreaming. People also sometimes use the word be instead of the correct form of be. Forms of the verb be: present tense, first person I am, we are, second person you are, third person she is, always, the student is, the students are, they are, that you all know. Now forms of the verb be: past tense, that you all know, I was, we were, you were all the time, she, he, it was, they were, the students were, the students was. Forms of the verb have, I have, we have, second person you have, yes, third person she, he, it has, the student has, they have, the students have, means the plural will go with have. Forms of the verb do: present tense, I do, we do, second person you do, third person she, he, it does, the student does, they do, the students do, when we talk about the plurals. Making subjects and verbs agree when the verb is be, have or do. I am, is, are a believer in maps. I. Okay. So, is the subject is the first, second or third person? It's a first person. Is the subject singular or plural? Simple to understand. To find out the error. I am a believer in maps. Choose the verb by matching it to the form of the subject. First person, singular. You got the clue? So, which is the correct version? I am a believer. Okay? Yes. I am a believer in maps. Find and fix the subject-verb agreement problem. All of my friends say that my biggest problem be that I waste time. What will come? My biggest problem is, am, are. What will come? Is. Very sure. Now, recapping the rules here. Rule number 1, basic principle. Singular subjects need singular verbs. Plural subjects need plural verbs. My brother is a nutritionist. My sisters are mathematicians. So simple to understand. Rule number 2, the indefinite pronouns anyone, everyone, someone, no one, nobody are always singular and therefore require singular verbs. Everyone has done his or her homework. Somebody has left her purse. Rule number 3, some indefinite pronouns such as all, some are singular or plural depending on what they are referring to. Okay, is the thing referred to countable or not? Be careful choosing a verb to accompany such pronouns. Some of the beads are missing. Some of the water is gone. Some of the beads showing S. So be careful. Rule number 4 here, on the other hand, there is one indefinite pronoun, none, that can be either singular or plural in both the way. It often doesn't matter whether you use a singular or a plural verb unless something else in the sentence determines its number. You need to check the numbers again. None of you claims responsibility for this incident. Now this is showing singular, so singular will come. None of you claim responsibility for this incident. It's wrong. None of the students have done their homework. Have has come because students are plural here. Rule number 5. Phrases such as together with, as well as. I gave you the clue, repeating again. The mayor as well as his brother is going to prison. The mayor and his brothers are going to jail. They can go with both. Okay. If we are talking about as well as, some clue words like as well as and along with, okay, together with, fine, it will always have singular verb. Rule number 6, the pronouns neither and either are singular and require singular verbs even though they seem to be referring in a sense to two things. Neither of two traffic lights is working because we are indicating both the things individually. That's why we will consider singular verb. Which shirt do you want for Christmas? Either is fine with me. Rule number 7. In informal writing, neither and either sometimes it's exceptional. Take a plural verb when these pronouns are followed by a prepositional phrase beginning with of. This is particularly true of interrogative constructions. Have either of you two clowns read the assignment? Are either of you taking this seriously? Either of you, because we are talking individually but considering all, those who are present. Rule number 8, the conjunction or does not conjoin as and does. When nor or is used, the subject closer to the verb determines the verb number of the verb. Very simple, it is in the paired conjunctions like either my father or my brothers are going to sell the house. Means the closer to the verb subject will be considered finally. Neither my brothers nor my father is going to sell the house. In first sentence, brothers are there. Second, father is a singular. So singular verb has been provided. Are either my brothers or my father responsible? Is either my father or my brothers responsible? Rule number 9, the words there and here are never subjects. They are never the subjects. We need to consider the subjects afterwards. There are two reasons. There is no reason for this. Here are two apples. Verbs in the present tense for third person singular subjects he, she, it and anything those words can stand for have S endings. Other verbs do not add S endings. He loves, that you all know, third person always with singular case S ending. Rule number 11, sometimes modifiers will get between a subject and its verb. But these modifiers must not confuse the agreement between the subjects and its verb. Some confusing modifiers we are talking here. The mayor, who has been convicted along with his 4 brothers on 4 counts of various crimes, but who also seems like a cat to have several political lives is finally going to jail. Even though we are using so many plural words in the sentence, but we need to focus. We need to find out the major subject in the sentence. In such type of complicated sentence, complex sentence, you need to focus over the major subject. Rule number 12. Words such as glasses, pens, pliers, scissors are regarded as plural and require plural verbs unless they are preceded by the phrase pair of, in which case the word pair becomes the subject. My glasses were on the bed. My pants were torn. A pair of plaid trousers is in the closet. Moving ahead, on the other hand, some words ending in S refer to a single thing but are nonetheless plural and require a plural verb. My assets were wiped out in the depression. The average workers' earnings have gone up dramatically. Our thanks go to the workers who supported the union. Here the expert is wanted to say, on the other hand, some words, even though ending in S, refer to a single thing but are nonetheless plural and require a plural verb, even though they are ending with my assets. The average worker's earning. Okay, our thanks. It needs plural verb undoubtedly. 15 rule number I am explaining here. Fractional expressions such as half of, a part of, a percentage of, a majority of are sometimes singular or sometimes plural depending on the meaning. You need to understand. We just read the example. A large percentage of the older population is voting against her. 2/5 of the troops were lost. 2/5 of the vineyard was destroyed. Now vineyard is here without s, means not plural. So singular verb. 40% of the students, definitely plural verb. 40% of the student body, definitely singular verb. Rule number 16 here coming up. Sums and products of mathematical processes are expressed as singular and require singular verbs only. The expression more than one, oddly enough, takes a singular verb. More than one student has tried this. Now see, has S, because S is not there. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 times 4 divided by 2 is 8. Okay, so we need to read the meaning of the sentence. Rule number 17. If your sentence compounds a positive and a negative subject and one is plural and the other singular, the verb should agree with the positive subject always. The department members, but not the chair, have decided not to teach on Valentine's Day. It is not the faculty members but the president who decide this issue. We are considering not the members, the president. It was the speaker, not his ideas, means which is preceded or followed by not, we need to avoid that subject. We need to consider the positive subject, always remember. It was the speaker, not his ideas, that has provoked the students to write. Now, speaker is positive here, ideas are negative here. So, ideas are more, speaker is one. So, we are providing has because singular verb need to be provided. Okay guys, this is the time to sign you off. Problems with subject-verb agreement, I have explained you the basics as well as the advanced rules. When subjects and verbs don't match together. So, the subject and verb are the most important elements of a sentence. The relation between the subject and verb depends on two issues. One is person, second is number. The verb of a sentence must be in agreement with the subject in regard to person and number. If no agreement, problem will be there. The quality of the sentence will go down. The number of the subject can be singular and plural. The verb must be singular if the subject is singular and the verb must be plural if the subject is plural. So, identifying the number of the subject is required to take a verb. The person of the subject can be first, second or third person. You need to know what are the persons, different persons, what are different criteria for using the verbs with such persons, first, second, third. The verb changes according to the number and person of the subjects. Okay guys, till the time, tomorrow we will come up again. So today I am sending you some sentences. Today or maybe in morning I will send you some sentences based on the error, spotting error pattern. So you need to do that for the practice session. It will be helpful for you. Whenever I am sending any stuff, please do it. Don't avoid, don't ignore English subject. This is also must for you. Till the time, till the next session, stay safe, stay protected. Thank you so much. Goodbye.